back. My boo just took me to McDonald's because I was craving some McDonald's. So I ordered a McChicken, spicy McChicken, some fries. I already ate the fries and then he had the little bit left I had. Don't judge me on drinking pickle juice. Pickle juice is good on occasions. And then I got a 4-piece nugget with barbecue sauce. Anyways, I'm in here because I needed a pickle for my McChicken because, child, I don't like McDonald's pickles. When you ask them for pickles, it don't be good. I don't know what kind of pickles them are, but to me, they like low-grade pickles. But what y'all doing? What y'all doing on this fine Sunday?
Creating clear, clutter-free indoor and outdoor pathways gives people a safe place to walk. Click the close button and select another photo. Providing people with plenty of comfortable places to sit allows them to wander more safely because
McDonald's orange Fanta and orange high C.
click the close button and select another photo.
Chef's kiss, baby. Chef's kiss.
Recreational zones, such as this nook filled with old-fashioned items to explore, can be a helpful distraction and enjoyable activity for people who wander. Click the close button and select another photo.
Hey, what's up?
Playing soft music or nature sounds can help to calm people who like to explore because they feel anxious or worried. Click the close button and select another photo.
How am I doing? I am doing fantastic. How are you doing? How are you doing, baby? Hit that thumbs up button for me too, please, guys.
Another way to release energy and helps keep them in good shape so they're able to get around on their own.
This shit really is spicy. I don't remember the McChicken really being spicy now.
For people who walk a lot. Click the close button and select another photo. People with dementia who like to explore can become lost or confused.
Thank you for hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you, baby.
Photo or the name in large print near the door.
I told them extra mayo and like, why would they put it all at the bottom?
And select another photo. Simple tasks such as
Do you have some?
can be a welcome activity for
You can have a bite of this sloppy McChicken. It's all over the place.
photos on the main
It's
screen.
falling apart.
The forward arrow to continue. If not, click the close button to complete the activity.
You were just bit in pain and heat. Where you located? Where is it hot? It's cold here. Tell me my size. Shit, I'm an extra large and proud of it. I wish someone could understand me. I asked God, hey, you cut it out. This is my weapon against my cat. Hold on, you said, I wish I could, wait, I wish someone could understand me. I ask God to take me home every day. Oh, why you feel that way? Don't feel that way. Oh, I am eating this messy sandwich. You damn Skippy. Ugh. Mm-mm. McDonald's. I'm eating a McChicken. I love Wendy's. Wendy's. Wendy's is my favorite fast food place. But there's not a lot of Wendy's here.
You may have many questions about people with dementia who wander and what you can do to help make wandering safe. Click each item to hear responses to some common questions about assisting people with dementia who wander.
But why I like Wendy's? So there's, first of all, when it comes to fast food, I don't even really like there's some people that like they like a fast food restaurant and they like everything on the menu or most of the menu. No. Like McDonald's, for example. I don't eat McDonald's like that. It's once in a blue moon. I was craving a spicy McChicken, so I will eat that. I will eat a fillet of fish, but it has to be made a certain way. Because here in Oregon, where I'm at, I don't eat not McChickens, fillet of fish, because they don't make it the same way. Like from my home state, I'm from California. When you have that fillet of fish meal, you have to have that bun to be hot. That tartar sauce got to have the certain amount of tartar sauce on there, and I add pickle onto mine. And that cheese needs to be melted, because here they be giving you a cold ass bun, barely any tartar sauce, and the cheese don't even be melted. I said, oh no, I cannot eat fillet of fish here. And I went to several different fillet of fishes, not fillet of fishes, McDonald's. They all do it out here. Hold on. What else I eat from McDonald's? On occasion, I'll eat the nuggets. I do like the breakfast, but I only will eat the sausage McMuffin. I love the orange juice because it doesn't have pulp. I don't like pulp in my orange juice. I don't like pulp in general. I'll eat their apple pie, but I don't like the filling in the apple pie. So what I do is I'll get the apple pie. I like the crust. I'll take all the filling out of it. And then once in a blue moon, I'll get an Oreo McFlurry. That's all I eat from McDonald's. Wendy's, which is my favorite fast food restaurant, their salads, they hit. All of them pretty much are good. And then I like their chili. I like their baked potato. And then I love all their signature lemonades. And then once in a blue moon, I will get their chicken nuggets. But that's the only thing I eat there. And you notice I don't eat any of their burgers. I don't eat Wendy's burgers. I don't eat McDonald's burgers. Nasty. If I'm going to have like a fast food burger, it's going to be In-N-Out. So,
assessment is key.
hold on. You said
Developing a care plan, any resident, but particularly for a memory loss person, because you take
first time in my life. Well, welcome, baby.
interview with family,
Where I'm from, I am from California, but I live in Oregon.
also observe somebody for a period of time to assess
South African. Oh my God. Hello, South Africa. I love South Africa. I've been there before. I would love to go back.
case recently
I love it. I fell in love with South Africa.
during searching,
And if things heat up here in the United States,
and we couldn't resolve her anxiety.
who is it? It's several it's several African countries right now offering citizenships to African Americans. Ghana is one of them. Did y'all see all those people that got their citizenship from Ghana? Shoot. I never been to Ghana, so I don't know anything about that, but I definitely will look into like South Africa because I love it.
So we
It's beautiful there.
closely
Y'all are super nice there.
practitioner on proper pain medication, because that can actually
Mm.
resolve some of the agitation and allows the person to walk.
He said he loved double cheeseburgers. Ugh.
I was wondering, is not
fast food shouldn't be in my vocabulary. It shouldn't, but hey, we live in America. It's Mexicans out there. Mexicans out where? Like in Oregon? Yeah, there is. My boyfriend is Mexican. Um, oh, somebody said Wendy's Frosties are good. I've had their Frosties, I think maybe twice. It's all right to me. Um, First of all, don't assume that I don't fast because I do fast, actually. Um, you said it's cold in Washington, D.C. It's cold here in Oregon, too. I mean, shit, y'all are basically our sister state. Oh, no, you talking about Washington, D.C. My bad. You're not our sister state. I'm talking about Washington, Seattle. Sorry, my bad. Um, oh, hold on. Thank y'all. The more y'all insult me, the more words I could put in here where I ban y'all. I'll ban them. Thank you. How did I do it when I was in here? Chop filters. Hold on. Start a post. How did I do it? No. I don't want to highlight. Damn, how did they change it? I forgot how I did it. Oh, community moderation. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you for saying rude words so I could block them. So now you can't say it. Hold on, block words. Oh, this one. Thank you. Because I don't have time for that. I don't understand why people come into people's lives and they just literally come in and be rude. For what? What is your purpose? I mean, obviously, your life is not going the way you want it to be. So you feel like you could go to somebody else's page and, get your rocks off. But honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't hurt. I don't know any of you. I don't know none of y'all. Y'all don't know me in real life, okay? This is all social media. I don't give a fuck either. I don't care. What I do care about is, you know, you need to figure it out. Like, what is your problem? Like, you have to be so unhappy to come onto somebody's page and be rude. You don't know them. And to say, like, unnecessary things. Everybody is not beautiful to everybody. Everybody is not, people don't think everybody is smart. Okay? But, you might think someone looks a certain way. Okay, if you feel like somebody is fat, if you feel like somebody is ugly, okay, that's your prerogative. But why do you feel the need to come onto somebody's page and say that? Like, what does that do for you? It just is a reflection of you and your self-esteem. Like, it's pointless. Like, I be going, even when I go into people's lives, I see like people troll people and I'm just like, for what? You don't even know them in real life. And 9 times out of 10, the stuff that you're typing online, you wouldn't dare say in their face. And most of the people I follow, if you try to troll them in person, they'll slap the fucking shit out of you or beat your ass. So it's just crazy to me why people do that. Like, is that supposed to, like, is your intentions to try to make me cry? I don't know you. The fuck? You're irrelevant to me. All you doing is, the more you type in here, the more you're pushing my algorithm. So YouTube could push it towards people that's more aligned to me. So thank you, baby. Thank you. That's how I look at it. It's just stupid. That's why I try to acknowledge more of the positive than and I ignore a lot of the negative stuff, because I don't give a fuck about you. And I'll tell you right now, you say what you say online, I'm one of those people that will smack you in your face. Sorry. Not sorry. Somebody said, Merry Christmas. Thank you. I'm beautiful. Thank you. Quincy, thank you. But also watch your mouth. Some people getting kicked out of my live because what? What happened? City, thank you. You said I'm beautiful. Thank you. Can we meet up? No, I'm sorry, baby. Thank you. A lot of people can't. They're not brave enough. Some people, they like to troll people because it's something that they want to do. There's a lot of people that are afraid to go live, press that button and talk to strangers and put their likeness on the internet. But to me, it's like, buddy, other people was in a live. You never know who's screen recording, who's screenshotting, like, and you over here being a troll and being rude for what? I'm extremely beautiful. Thank you. Can I shoot threes? No, I don't even know how to play basketball. Which is crazy because my mom played basketball. And my daddy. What's my favorite holiday movie? I don't even think I have a holiday, but the first thing that comes to mind is, who doesn't like Home Alone? Home Alone is funny as fuck. It's super funny. Y'all are so disgusting in this chat. What is wrong with y'all? Ooh, y'all need y'all ass whooped. Y'all parents need to whoop your booty, because what? And what's crazy is, I'm pretty sure if somebody screenshot or screen record somebody trolling and send it to their parents, like 9 times out of 10, they will like be upset with you and your behavior.
Any resident, but particularly for a memory loss person, because you take the information during the assessment. It could be an interview with family, friends, the resident themselves, a spouse. You can also observe somebody for a period of time to assess maybe what is triggering the wandering. Are they responding to pain? We had a case recently where a resident...
I'm not even gonna lie, I want to take a nap.
Searching for something. You could see that she was very anxious. And we couldn't resolve her anxiety. And the wandering was just a way that she displayed this anxiety. What we later found out is that she had some significant pain issues and had this undiagnosed cancer. So by assessing, looking at the big picture, looking at examination, looking at pain, is one of our biggest challenges, because in somebody with memory loss, they aren't always able to express what's bothering them. So we work really closely with the physician and the nurse practitioners on proper treatment.
What's my favorite superhero?
Agitation
Ooh, that's a good question. Mm.
Discomfort. Because wandering is not a bad thing.
To be honest, I like more villains than superheroes.
Can be an answer for this.
So I don't know if I have like a. Oh, I guess the first one that's coming to my mind is Thor. I really like Thor. Yeah, I really like Thor. That's the first like superhero that's like coming to my mind. But wow, I'm glad you asked that question because I really like more villains than heroes. And then when you research like the villains like stories, like it really is understandable why they turn into a villain. Because most of the time, the people that are villains, they end up turning into a villain. Um, yeah, Thor is awesome. What's your favorite superhero? You said Thor is awesome. You was thinking Superman. You said that's okay. Ronald from McDonald's. I'm gonna let you slide, but I know you low key being a smart mouth. So I'm just letting you know I'm heat on you. I didn't say nothing before because I saw your comments before. But don't get banned up out of this live, okay? Um, Iron Man is good too. I couldn't think of Iron Man. Iron Man is actually one of my favorites too. I do like Iron Man. I like Captain America too, the original one. Whatever his name is, the white guy. I like him. God loves me. Thank you so much, Randy, for coming into my live and spreading the word of God. A lot of these people in these comments need the word of God.
Positives of wandering is it is a natural activity development, an exercise, if you will. Wandering.
Your girlfriend likes Captain America. Captain America was cool. I liked it.
Stress or anxiety.
I was kind of sad when he decided to age, but he went back in time to be with his little boo. So, thank you.
Problems from being seated. Constipation.
I don't think you need to belittle other religions just because you have a preference. I think everyone has, religion is subjective. It's based off of what you align with, what you believe in, and to me, I don't feel like any religion is better than another religion. Like I feel like you already are ahead of the game if you believe in some type of religion, right? You believe in some kind of higher power and you live by some kind of like um rules in life that you should treat people with respect and dignity and etc. So you don't have to belittle other religions just because you whatever your religion is.
Social interaction, pacing up and down the halls together.
You're welcome.
Talk, it tends to keep them calm.
I think the environment is
You from Africa?
safety hazard.
Welcome.
You want to establish
I'm from the United States. Welcome, baby.
where doors go to.
And somebody who's
You a Santo?
about a great deal, you're checking footwear, you're checking for clutter, you're checking that the lighting is okay, that they have their proper glasses on.
What's a Santo?
Reading glasses, but the other
Is that Santeria?
for distance.
What's a Santo?
You're checking that their clothing is not binding, that there's no sleeves that are gonna get caught in something that's going on. We're pretty good here about making sure hallways and areas are clear so that people.
I don't know what kind of toilet it is. Santeria? Oh, okay.
Safety things that all of us are reminded about, the cords on the floor, the way.
I'm currently studying off and on the Yoruba religion, which believes into the Orishas, which kind of goes. I wouldn't say it goes hand in hand with Santeria, but they have a lot of similarities.
Make sure the environment is user friendly, that people can access things. Sometimes a doorway is.
Bonjour. Hello.
Doorways to look less like in a case recently where a resident kept pulling the
I'm
fire.
beautiful, thank you.
It was a challenge, but it was the placement of the fire.
You could be Christian and still believe in Santeria,
The door was
the
very close
Uriba religion, hoodoo, voodoo. You could still be Christian and believe in those things. You didn't know that? Because when you really research those religions, they take bits and pieces from Christianity.
Wandering the right
Or
direction.
Christianity took bits and pieces from their religions. I'm sorry, I should say, because they took from there. That's why you'll notice, like in Catholic religion, for example, like some of the gods or goddesses or orishas, they're implemented into the religion. They're just renamed a different name.
Those lights, that kind of encourages people to stay away from that end of the corridor. Brighter lights, more attractive things at the area of the hospital.
Okay, Cruz, I'm sorry, babe.
Things are kind of
You in here insulting people. I don't have time.
We have a lovely courtyard where we really encourage the residents to spend time outside. In fact, we have.
You see my video on France? Wow.
So we want to make sure people are wearing correct sunscreen, but we do allow people to wander outside. There's a natural desire to be outside. It's a beautiful.
That's amazing. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. You like my voice? Thank you.
We want to have adequate supervision when people are outside.
So, you know, for safety issues.
You like McDonald's too? I want to say I like my McDonald's. I have to be in a certain mood to eat McDonald's. Like I have to crave it. Like today I was craving it. Hi Tina, what's up, baby?
Go with them, you know, and see if they're walking around without any harm. So we leave them alone.
No, I'm not going to put any music on because YouTube does copyright and I don't want my live to be copyrighted. So if you want to listen to that song, feel free to listen to it on your own expense. Yeah? You're a new sub? Thank you. You're good? I'm doing great, actually.
When a tenant wanders into another tenant,
Hi,
that tenant can
FH7. How are you?
wonder what they're there for.
Is it Chave, baby? You're from Brazil? Hello, baby.
And get out of a chair or anything, and somebody's in there going through their things.
If my eyelashes are long, good. That's the way I like it.
They get out of the door without us knowing it.
You might get
Do I speak Creole? No, I don't.
Wandering outside.
Although my family does, I don't.
Whether it be the heat or the cold, things like that.
My concern is someone.
But from my understanding, Creole is a part of, it's like a broken French.
A lot of times they're gone before you know it. And
So why are you saying you spoke Creole and a little French when French is a part of Creole?
sometimes other people don't know that someone might be a resident. They might think that they live in a different building, or so when they go out, a lot of times people just try to follow.
I'm from Caribbean. Where's that at? I don't know where that's at.
On us because they know we're all over.
Tina, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For real, because sometimes I'll be like, man, you know, like when you are a YouTuber, you're a small YouTuber or whatever, like you could put out a lot of content. And like you could see people that actually like they put a lot of money into their YouTube. You know, they got editors, good cameras, good quality stuff, right? And then you got people they streaming like on their phone or on their laptop and stuff, and like they're doing super well. And it's one of the things when you start your YouTube journey, it could be very frustrating because you could get put on the real good side of the algorithm and get pushed a lot, get a lot of exposure, or you could really, you could really not get pushed at all and it take you years and years and years. Do you know how long it took me to even get to 2,000 subscribers? I'm so grateful though. I love every one of y'all that support me on my channel, for real. I mean, and don't just subscribe and be a dead person. Like, subscribe and actually support the channel. Like the stuff, watch the stuff, etc. You know? But some people, they blow up right away. Some people will take years. Trust me, if I could like really, really like make a real income off of YouTube, buy a job. That's what I'll do. I'll be on here all the time talking to y'all. I'll be on here all the time, vlogging, uploading content, all of that. Renita, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it, baby. I'm so positive. Thank you. Sometimes I can be negative, so I don't want to say like I'm positive all the time. You speak French, Arabic, English. Good for you. Shout out to all the people that know multiple languages, that are bilingual, trilingual. You know, some people be more than trilingual. It's only here in America, really, they don't be teaching us other languages. I mean, depending on where your school is, you could like take up different languages, but like it's not instilled in our education system. And I think that is something that needs to be fixed here in the United States. But when I do have kids, I do want my kids to pick up at least 2 additional languages. Most likely Spanish. Most likely Spanish, because I used to be fluent in Spanish. I took it in high school and I took it in college. I want to get fluent back in Spanish, because I'm not gonna lie, I do like a lot of Latin countries like that I visited. Like I really do like it. And when I go, they be thinking I'm an Latina, I mean. I'm like, I'm not an Afro-Latina. Especially like the once I start speaking Spanish, because right now my Spanish is broken. It's not fluent. And they be like, wait a minute. I'd be like, no, no, no. I'm not. But I do think Spanish is needed, especially here. If you live in America, it is needed. That is like one of the primary languages you need to know. Mandarin, even though it's really hard, you should probably learn that too. That's probably something, you know, I don't know. But I want to look into, there's apps now that you could like learn Spanish and stuff. So I'm thinking about purchasing it. Also, my family, they also said they will fund me to take Spanish again. So it's just a matter of me stop being lazy and actually just look up a app or a place where I feel comfortable to take. Because here, you know, in America, when you know multiple languages, especially like a language that's in need, especially when you're applying for jobs, it just makes it so much easier for you to get a job, you know? So it's just best to learn as many languages as you can. And the best way to learn it is when you're a child. So that's why when I have my babies, I want them to pick up another language for sure, or languages. You're having a hard day. I'm so sorry. You are so diverse, human. Thank you. I appreciate it. You lost a family member. I'm so sorry for your loss. Hi, Antoine. How are you, baby? You know, there's nothing I feel like nobody could say to you when you lose somebody that you really love. Because it's something that is different for every person. Everybody grieves differently. So the only thing that I could really say is I hope you find a way to find peace. And just know, especially if there was somebody that was extremely important to you, you don't ever like get over the loss. You just learn how to deal with it and live with it. And like you'll learn how to cope with it over time. Like it doesn't go away, especially like really significant deaths, you know, like a death of a parent, somebody that was a parental figure, you know, a sibling, even a spouse too. So it just really depends on like who you lost as well. So yeah, it's hard, you know. I lost my parents. I lost my dad when I was 15 years old. Um, and there's not a day that I don't think about him. I wasn't privileged to grow up with my father. You know, my father didn't get to see me as an adult. And my mother died when I literally was 24 years old. So she didn't get to see me, you know, into the woman that I am now. Because the woman that she saw me, she left the planet with, I was very lost, very confused, destructive. I'm the complete opposite now. Not to say that I still don't have like some destructive ways, because I feel like everybody has like destructive ways. It's just some people know not to engage in that, and some people know how to manage that. So yeah, those deaths definitely rocked my world. So it's bad. So my children will not have grandparents from me. And that's something I have to deal with. And my parents I say all the time, I feel like they were selfish. They did not have another child. So I'm an only child. So it's like, do you know how lonely I get? And I'm an introvert and I'm an empath as well. So it's like, my family is like building with like friends. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of cousins on my dad's side, and I still have like most of my aunts and uncles are still alive. But if it wasn't for my grandma raising me, like I would just be, I don't know where I would be. So I don't have any of my grandfathers, and I only have one grandma that's left, and that's my mom's mom that helped raise me. So I call her mom, you know? So all I could say is, because I have very significant losses. And then also to my stepdad, my mom remarried after my dad. So he passed away as well. And they were all back to back. So my dad died when he was 15. My stepdad died when I was 17. My mom died when I was 24. Can you imagine that trauma? I had a lot of trauma at a very young age, a lot of trauma. So, and I think that's why my profession, I work in like human services. I never tell y'all exactly what my job is because people is weird on the internet, but I work in human services. Human services cover a whole bunch of different departments, so y'all never will get it. But I always work in a field to like help people. And then I went to school for psychology too, so that's just in my nature. You say you don't have two of your grandpas. Yeah, you will always love your family forever, for sure. And to be honest, I didn't have the best relationship with my mom. I did not like my mom. There were certain things I didn't understand. She is a major reason why I went to school for psychology, because I really wanted to understand her. And I didn't understand her until like I got later on in age and with time. And yeah, so I was definitely a daddy's girl. I've always been drawn to masculine energy. I really don't do well with feminine energy. I don't do well with females. Unless they have like a grandmother energy, like older energy, I do well. But somebody my age or a little bit older than me, I typically don't do well with them. Like, and it's not so that I deliberately pick problems with them or anything, but they either see me as a threat or I just don't like their ways because I think it's like totally inappropriate. So that's just something with me. But that could be I was raised by older people as well. So I was raised by my grandparents. So, you know, you just when you live with your grandparents opposed to like your parents, like you are exposed to like so many different things. It's in a good way. It's not a negative thing at all. So you said you love your mom and your dad. I'm so glad you love your mom and your dad. I have to write a book. You think I should write a book? What should I write a book about? I should write a book about my life. I did a lot of therapy, so I don't need help with my trauma. My trauma, like I have, I've experienced trauma, but I've put in a lot of work. I'm not one of these people that, they preach about all this stuff and they don't put in the work. I believe a person should fix their issues. If they feel like they had a messed up childhood and their environment wasn't good, it is up to you. As once you become an adult, you either going to stay in that space or you're going to find a way to get over it, in a healthy manner. I mean, that doesn't mean involving yourself in drugs and alcohol. It means actually finding what works for you in a healthy manner. Some people don't do well with therapy. I do well with therapy. Some people, it may be pouring into their passions, Maybe you're a creative. Maybe you like to write music. Maybe you like to sing. Maybe you're into sports. I was into sports for a very long time. Believe it or not, I was a track star. I was a track runner. I ran track all through middle school, high school, college. And I was really good at it. And then I got injured and I stopped running. But um, when I ran, that was my therapy. Me running on that field, and I was a sprinter too. Me running on that field, like, I swear, if I was having a bad day, or even when I was like dealing with the loss of like my parents at that different time, because I lost them when I was in high school, that was a space for me to really let loose. All the pain I was feeling, that just made me want to run faster. It made me want to make a personal record. So, it really just depends. So I don't believe in like pushing mental health services down somebody's throat. You just got to figure out what works for you and what is healthy. But I do feel like overall, if you don't speak to a therapist or a psychiatrist or a life coach or even a pastor, preacher, deacon, whatever, you need to find somebody that you feel comfortable with, that you trust, to talk, because I feel like there is a healing in talking. And you just need to find out like what works for you, who works for you, in a way that makes you feel safe and you feel comfortable saying where you feel, like what is going on with you. That's very important. So yeah, that's some advice I could give y'all. So that pretty much is it. Yeah, I had some very interesting life experiences. Ooh, child. I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing too. Praise the Lord, I'm alive, I'm okay, I'm well. I don't deserve no white guy. The hell? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I deserve whoever makes me happy. It's not about race. And I'm in a relationship and he is not a white man. I don't feel like I could truly be with a white man, since we're on that topic and you brought up that ignorant topic, by the way. I don't think I could ever be with a white man. Nothing against white men, because I have dated white men before. It's not for me. I be feeling like my ancestors be mad at me. Like, again, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm very in tune with myself. I'm very in tune with the universe and even with my bloodline. And it's just something in my blood. Like, I just can't be with a white man. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. We could be friends. We could be real close friends. But as far as being in a relationship, I don't think that would happen. No. I don't think it would happen. I look half white. White is in my bloodline, but I'm not half white. I think I'm a quarter white. I'm not half white. Amelia, what's up? Yeah, I think in my bloodline it's not no thing, I know. I even did my DNA, but I already knew what we were. Um it's Irish, German, Scottish, I think. I'm pretty, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, this person is weird. Get out of here, loser. Loser. Get out of here.
We have a resident, she's a nurse, used to be a nurse. And she thinks right now that
He
she's
said,
a
let the
slave.
trolls troll. Sometimes I
So a
do.
lot of the time she wants
But
to
today,
help her. And the reason for that is she
randomly, I
wants
will
to
say
know that
something
she's
back to
working,
a
so
freaking
she
troll.
wants to help.
But that was
So she
mad
asks,
weird.
she
Like,
goes around asking what can she do.
weird.
So a lot of time we make her fix towels and pass bids.
Or sometimes she's asking me for help to pass medicines. And what I do is I give her a piece of paper and a pen.
This
And
is
I
not
give
a
her
troll.
a
This is the
report
TV series, The
every week
Mandalorian,
to
off of Star
keep
Wars,
her
dummy.
busy because she was,
Hello, how are
was
you?
receiving a report from the church nurse, and she was very happy
I
with
don't
it.
have a baby daddy. I don't
Use
have
this
kids.
approach. She started
And
with
trust me, I'm
someone,
wifey material. I've been
and it
married
was very
before.
difficult for us to
Been proposed I don't know
get
how
her
many times.
attention away from wanting to leave. But gradually, you know, we
How
start
am I?
talking
I
to
am doing
her, and
fantastic. How about
little
you?
by little, we start
Thank you
getting
for the Merry
into
Christmas.
turning it
Boss
around
King, hi baby.
from her goal of
I'm
leaving,
funny.
because she thinks that's the end of her
Why I
journey,
don't have
so she wants
kids?
help.
Oh, because I'm a firm believer, since we're talking about this and this live miraculously, we're talking about, grieving and mental health, right? Okay, funny story. I mean, this isn't a funny story, but I believe, not everybody should have kids. There are some people on the planet that should not have no kids. You are out here creating probably racist kids, ignorant kids, dumb kids, kids with, diseases, all kind of stuff, okay? Lack emotional intelligence. And then also too, I believe in I'm not having no kid with just anybody. There's plenty of people I was in a relationship with I could have a kid with. I feel like children are a huge responsibility. And if you cannot properly take care of a child, you should not have a child. And if you feel like you are not mentally and emotionally stable enough to have a kid, I don't feel like you should have a kid. I personally, where I fall under those categories is one, I felt like I needed to resolve trauma. I needed to get over grief. I needed to get over things before having children. Luckily, I did. So I'm in that space. Two, I mean, I've always been financially stable. That's never been an issue for me. Thank you, God, for putting me in positions to be in that space. Three, I wasn't just going to have a kid just with anybody, because I think a lot of people don't really ask the important questions before having kids. And, a lot of times when you have kids, you are essentially like, it don't matter what y'all status is. If you are just dating, you're in a long-term relationship, or you're married to that person, those people, family members, are going to always be a part of you, whether you want them to or not. And I don't think it's fair just because you and your significant other, you guys break up, that you keep that child away from that other side of the family. I don't think that's right. I think the children should know both sides of their family. So, I'm not just having a kid with just anybody. That's a lot of y'all problem now. Y'all be laying in bed with people, y'all be raw dogging people, and don't really have intentions, don't really like the person. And then you got to think about it. If you are having sexual relations with this person unprotected, one, you're putting your body at risk. Okay. Two, you don't really like this person, but you're having unprotected sex with them, and you're not thinking of the consequences that you could essentially conceive a child. So now you already are putting that unborn child in a very stressful situation, because I'm talking about the women, okay? Because we have to carry the babies, right? Men can't carry babies, okay? They just plant the seed in us to carry the babies, right? Now you're putting yourself in a stressful situation because you really didn't care about that man in the first place. You probably don't even really like that man. And then you got to think about it. Your baby is going to be half of that man. 50% of that baby DNA is yours. 50% is that man's DNA. No, y'all not about to stress me out. Let me be the rich auntie on the side, because some of y'all just be having kids just to be having kids. And for what? You be traumatizing people. Some of y'all be having kids and y'all are kids yourselves. Y'all are not mentally prepared to be a parent. And don't get me wrong, people talk about, oh, you know, if you keep wait, because that's what some of my family is saying now, because they like, okay, your clock is ticking. First of all, women, don't let nobody stress you out and pressure you to be having no kids. Because if you're not ready to have kids, don't have no damn kids. There's ways you could, if you want to have kids and you want to have them later on in life, you really need to think about investing in harvesting your eggs and putting them in a bank somewhere until you're ready. That's where I'm at in my life. I'm thinking about freezing some of my eggs because I got stuff I want to do. That's the problem with past generations. It's like y'all were parents so young, y'all didn't even get to live all the stages we're supposed to hit, all the milestones that they teach you in psychology you're supposed to hit. You because you were too busy being a freaking parent. And don't get me wrong, children are beautiful. They are a blessing. They are an extension of you, right? But at the end of the day, I just feel like a lot of people be having kids and can't cultivate a safe, healthy environment for their children. I just told y'all that's been in my life, how I endured trauma, how I lost my parents at a very young age. Imagine if I would have had some kids after I didn't lost my mom, my dad, my stepdad, and my mama. I would not be emotionally available for my kids. No. That's y'all problem. Y'all selfish. Y'all don't be thinking about that baby. This is my views. Every generation has their traumas, every generation has their faults, but it's up to you to bridge that gap and to fix whatever the previous generations did. Sometimes it's completely out of your control. But you need to really evaluate, where do you stand in your bloodline and your family. If you come from a long line of alcoholics, you should make it your thing to not become an alcoholic. You shouldn't be participating in alcoholism. That's just my personal opinion. If you come from a line of liars, cheaters, manipulators, you should want to do better, right? Anybody that got logical sense. One of the things that I experienced as a child, because there was a period when my mom, she was like a single parent for a little bit, and she had to work multiple jobs. So, and I've said this before, I was a latchkey kid. You know, all my 90s and 80s babies, you know what I'm talking about. I was a latchkey kid. And for you guys that don't know what that is, Google it, okay? I don't want to be in a position where I'm not available for my kids. I want to see every milestone that I can and be supportive and pour into my children. So if that means I'm going to be an old mom, then I guess I'm going to be an old mom. But guess what? Me being old is going to be way better than somebody being young and still got a whole bunch of shit they need to deal with. So that's just how I see it. I don't think people should age people on when to have kids, when's the right time to have kids. As long as you're being safe, as long as you're healthy, that's all that matters. Period. Let me read some of y'all comments, because a lot of y'all are agreeing with me. Shout out to that. Hold on. And some of y'all asked some really important questions. Hold on. Do I want to get married again? Yes, eventually. Eventually, yes, I do. I enjoyed being a wife. I just didn't enjoy being married to who I was married to. I felt like they went into the marriage on very false pretenses. And I'm not going to blame everything on them. I just feel like where we both were, we were not in a healthy space to even cultivate a healthy environment for a real marriage, a long-lasting, loving marriage. But I also feel like my ex-spouse was not forthcoming in their background and really should have never married me. And for the longest, I held a little bit of resentment towards that person, because I feel like you took my youth. You took the last of my 20s, child. I could have been out here in the streets. I could have been out here with my real soulmate, but you marry me for your own benefit. That's how I feel. That's how it is. I forgive that person, because at the end of the day, I still made that choice. I chose to stay however long I stayed, but I divorced that person too. Okay. I look like a great woman. Thank you. You never seen Star Wars before? I encourage you to watch it. I'm not calling all kids all bad. Willow, you are so ignorant. I was not talking about children. I was talking about the people having children. Damn. Some of y'all comprehension problems. If you're great, you'll have great kids. That is not necessarily always true, because I know a lot of people that have kids. They are nice, beautiful people, and their kids are terrorizers. No, I've never been a Section 8 recipient. I am a 2-time college grad, have a lot of certifications. I have a very important job. That's all I'm going to say. You say you watched a homeless man drink a bottle of pee today. Ew. Kids are expensive. Yes, they are. I never said I was single. I'm in a full-fledged relationship. Am I ready for kids right now? Yes. Actually, me and my partner, we said next year we want to have our first kid. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Technically right now we trying. So, if I get pregnant now, I get pregnant now, but we said next year we want to have a baby. So, see, Ashanti had a baby at 42. Exactly. Wait till when you're ready. There's no rush, ladies. Just stay healthy. Stay healthy. My cousin is 37. She had her first. Good. That's good. I'm not 37 yet, but I'm close. What's my favorite soda? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't just have one favorite soda, so I'll tell you several that I like. I like Squirt. I like Orange Fanta. I also like the pineapple Fanta, or the Mexican versions of it is really good. And root beer. Those would be my favorite. You said people do have babies older. It's just not broadcast as much. Yeah, because there's a shame against it. And I don't think it should be a shame against it. Dan, we got the same shirt on. Oh, that's cool. I'm pretty. Thank you. Ooh, zipper head. This is a good comp. This is a good statement. What you said children are not always a blessing to everyone. I have children and I wish I didn't. Nothing good has come from me for having children. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Everyone, just because you could have kids doesn't mean you should have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people, they would actually be better people if they weren't parents, you know? Parenthood is not for everybody. It's not. And you shouldn't feel bad for not having kids, or having kids and not wishing you didn't have kids, you know? But in my opinion, if I felt that way, I would not have multiple kids. I would just stop at the one, you know, unless you had twins, then that's different. But if you continue to have kids and you don't like kids, why did you put yourself in that situation? That don't make sense to me. You said I just saw a woman with 8 kids, started having them at 16. Then walls gone. That's mean. Don't say that. And actually, that's false, by the way, because after you have a baby, your vagina contracts and actually it becomes tighter than what it was before you even having kids. So that's inaccurate. Girl, I'm gonna have to go because I did the same thing and I'm going to be single 2025. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have scars on my lip? Yes, I do. I do. Right here. So this, I actually had to have plastic surgery right here. I don't know if y'all can see that scar. You can see right there. So my lip was severed. I had to have plastic surgery to reconstruct that. I got attacked. I have that. And then this bump right here. Y'all see that? These two? My mom, I told you guys my mom was a single mom for a little bit and she was in between jobs. We didn't have insurance. She couldn't take me to the doctor. I busted my lip. The lip was supposed to have stitches and it did heal itself. The human body will heal itself, by the way. But it left these it's like battle wounds right here. So that's what's on my lips. Next year in 7 days. It is in 7 days. But we're talking about having a baby later on within the year. Do I like listening to rap? Yes, certain rap artists. You said trans women don't have that problem. Okay. Some trans women still could have kids. They still have their equipment. So what's the problem? They just don't carry the baby. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about why I had to get my lip reconstructed. Everything ain't for the internet. I'm so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay.
I think residents that go in and out of other rooms.
Do I have a job? Yes, I do.
To that aimless feeling. First of all,
I'm from the United States.
More or less an unfamiliar.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
It can just be, oh, okay, well, I wonder what this store goes to. And at some point during the disease process, we might end up without like the.
I'm trying to finish this training.
You know, maybe the door's closed, I shouldn't enter, but that's okay. You enter the room, And so it's almost more about talking with our staff about how to handle the situation, more so than trying to correct. I mean, it's going to happen. We're going to walk in and out. That's okay. That's why they're here. So it's more trying to redirect, possibly before that even happens. Let's find something that they're really interested in doing. Are they looking for let's find the reason. They could be looking for the bathroom. Do they need another pair of shoes? Do they have shoes on? Do they need a pair of shoes? Do they have socks on? Do they need socks? Are they hot? Are they cold? Are they?
Am I a happy person? Sometimes.
Are they tired? Do they want to take a nap? Are they hungry? Are they looking for the kitchen? So there's a whole lot of things we can do.
Is life boring to me?
Get at the why. And
the only time it's not boring is when I'm doing my passions and when I'm traveling. Other than that, it's boring.
And we just are going to help redirect them as nicely as possible. We're not going to tell them, no, you shouldn't.
You smile.
Do that.
Don't tell me to smile.
Come take a walk with me. We're going to head this way. And, okay, you close the door as you leave, and it's not a big deal. It is what it is.
Sometimes residents will go in somebody else's room also. And for some folks, that isn't an issue. They'll go in and they'll poke around.
I look beautiful. Thank you.
Sometimes knowing the person, we may want to kind of keep an eye on them and make sure if they're coming out,
I'm not telling you what city, but I live in Oregon.
To the other resident. But even
why is life boring? Because I wasn't born in a wealthy family that could just give me everything that I want. I could just travel the world, help people. I would do philanthropy work and just learn. Damn, and I wouldn't have to worry about paying no bills because I have all the money that I need to pay my bills. That's why life is boring, because I can't do that. Unfortunately, living here in America, we basically are modern day slaves, especially the way the economy is and how these big corporations are greedy. And it's like, why is it that people have to work multiple jobs to be able to afford their bare necessities? That's ridiculous.
Step in and reassure both people it's okay. It's absolutely okay.
I look bored today. I am. I have to do this boring ass training. I done took these trainings for dementia and Alzheimer's for years. So it's like I have to, this type of training, you can't skip to the quiz. You have to listen to all these boring ass videos.
She bosses me around. Oh, I know you don't like to be bossed around.
Who is creepy? Corporate giants, government officials. They're greedy. Can I host you? You from Kenya? I don't know you, but I do have an extra bedroom. Maybe. Money not everything. People have money is not good. Money is everything to a certain degree. If you want access to things, if you want power, if you're that type of person, if you want to do things cost money. I said what would make my life not bored is being able to travel and do philanthropy work. Do you think people that do philanthropy work, they could just like help people and not have some kind of funding. Most of the time they have to fundraise. But if I came from like a billionaire family and they believed in my passions and my work, I wouldn't have to worry about any of that. It takes money to travel. You know, if you want to get on the bus, if you want to get on a train, if you want to drive, if you want to get on an airplane, money does make a lot of things go round and round. The fuck? That was the most ignorant ass shit you just said. Some of y'all be saying some dumb stuff.
The CARES approach is important when it comes
I
to
got here right as she said dementia and Alzheimer's. So does she have dementia and Alzheimer's? No, I don't. I'm studying for it. You said everyone's greedy? Yeah, to a certain extent. Do I have an extra bedroom? Yes, I do. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I have to believe and pray. I be feeling like I be disconnected from like God sometimes. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So I don't know, from a very young age, I always knew I was special. I just didn't know what it was. But I also feel like I've been spiritually attacked since I was a child. I feel like somebody put something on our bloodline. But I do know I'm one of the people that could break whatever it is. But it's like, I think where I'm at in this point in my life is, how do I get around the people that could teach me all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could say whatever you want, but I strongly believe some people are more in tune than people. Some people have natural gifts, like abilities, whatever you want to call it, magical abilities, whatever. And you know, you could believe in, you know, the Anunnaki, you could believe in, you know, the lizard people. You could think of all these different, you know, groups of people, right? Aliens, all of that. But I just feel like there's something special in my bloodline, but there is like a blockage that needs to be released. And I'm just like, at the point, I'm like, where are the teachers so they could teach me to unblock my bloodline? Because there's certain things that happen to us that's like repetitive, that like I know, because I'm a spiritual person, I'm in tuned. I know that it's clearly about a blockage placed on my family.
Julia is a person with dementia who is
And I also feel like I feel like I'm not from here.
think about some ways that you could connect with Julia.
I had my natal chart ran, and like my past lives ran, like I had that reading or whatever, and I don't even be on this planet a lot. I don't even be messing with this planet. I be in, y'all know beetle how do you say it? Do you either pronounce it Betelgeuse or Beetlejuice? That is an exact like place in the galaxy. I be floating around over there. I don't know what it is over there. I go between there. I go to Andromeda. And there's another star system I go to. I don't be over here. It'd be too ghetto for me. I don't feel like I'm from this planet at all. You said I do live where the witches roam. Well, the witches roamed a lot of parts of the United States. I do feel like witches are in my bloodline. I do. I feel like there is an ancient power in my bloodline as well. I do. I really do feel that way. It's just I feel like it's been lost. I don't have any problems with witches. Shit, I'm probably a witch. I got altars, I got things, you know, I be getting signs, I be knowing stuff before it happens. So I would never get bored of helping people. I love people too much, even though I don't like. Isn't it weird? I don't like people, but I love people. I think I should change that. I think it's that I don't like people. I just don't like a certain type of person. I don't like racist people. I don't like people that are like greedy. You know, you make some of these people like their salaries or their companies, like, y'all make enough money to end world's hunger, and you can't even pay your employees a decent salary, a decent wage. You can't give them really good benefits, health benefits. I mean, damn, if these companies is going to, take all the money and not pay people decent wages, the least y'all could do is make sure your staff has great benefits. Like, they don't really have to pay a big portion out of their paycheck. At least do that. And these companies won't do that. Every person is good and bad in life. Exactly. Everyone has been somebody hero in somebody's story. Everybody has been a villain in somebody's story. My eyelashes are pretty, thank you. And I'm pretty, thank you. Seems like I'm disconnected from everyone and everything. I'm not disconnected from everyone and everything. That's actually an inaccurate statement. I'm disconnected from the people that I just told you about. You have to be around good people. That's true. Exactly. You do. You have a question. Does Russia have the right to evade Ukraine? Let me tell you something. I'm not getting into that, but one thing I will say is I don't understand why we as people, and it doesn't matter, from the beginning of time, we felt the need to be violent towards one another. Um, I don't understand why people can't have conversations or multiple conversations to get what you want or to compromise before having to use violence. I feel like the human race, humans, should not be in a position to want to harm someone else just because you don't agree, just because you want something. Sometimes what you want is not what you need. Sometimes what you want, it wasn't meant for you. And you should respect that. It's just your boy, LA Boss King. You have to be in my lives a couple times for me to make you a moderator. Most of the people that are moderators in my lives, they are consistent viewers in my lives. Yeah, I am good with people, but I'm also not good with people too. Because if I'm in an environment where I don't feel safe, I don't really communicate. Like right now, my work environment, I don't really be talking to people like that. Like, I got people that I mess with that I'm really cool with at work, but the majority of people I don't really, because I don't trust them. I don't feel safe in my environment. I don't. Especially, I live in a predominantly white state. That should tell you enough. That should tell you enough. I don't feel safe. You're from Brazil. Thank you. I think in some people bloodline, they do be, it is aggression and hatred. I think it's in some people's bloodlines. Who legalized drugs?
Ideas for connecting with Julia. When helping Julia or just nearby, talk to her to satisfy her need for social interaction.
Yeah, they did, and now they trying to reform it
Ask her to walk with you
because it was a disaster.
Ask Julia about the diner where she worked. Talk to Julia about gardening and ask her about her favorite plants. On nice days, take Julia outside for a walk to enjoy the courtyard and gardens. Click the forward arrow to continue.
Hefe, how are you, baby? I haven't seen you in so long in my lives. How are you?
A. Assess behavior. The second step in the CARES approach is to assess behavior. To do this, you need to watch people with dementia and know them well enough to understand each person's behavior. Think about when and where the person is wandering. Are there patterns? Do they wander at a certain time of day? For example, at change of shift. Knowing all of these things will make it easier for you to figure out what they want and need, so that you can help them get around and prevent unsafe wandering. Click each name and think about why the person might be acting this way. Pat. Every afternoon, Pat anxiously wanders in and out of rooms. Why might she be doing this? Select all that may apply, and then click the Check Answer button. Any of these reasons could explain why Pat appears to be walking around without a purpose. Take the time to learn about people like Pat so that you can manage the wandering. If she needs to use the bathroom every day at 3 p.m., it should become part
What
of
do
her
you mean
10-day
legally,
schedule.
literally
If she is worried
homework? What
about
do you
feeding
mean?
her children in the afternoon, go with her for a walk and redirect her attention to another activity. Walking around can be a good release of energy. However,
What did I
if you
eat?
know
I
that this
ate
is
a
a behavior of
McChicken
Pat's,
and
alert the care
fries
team and figure
and
out what times of day are most
um
important to her and engage her in meaningful activities.
what did I eat?
Click the close button to continue.
4 chicken nuggets. Totally unhealthy lunch / breakfast.
Eugene. Eugene is a new person who wanders all of the time. Why might he be doing so? Select all that may apply, and then click the Check Answer button. There is a reason for Eugene's behavior, and it is up to you to figure it out. Sometimes, wandering is a way of dealing with stress or change. Boredom can be a reason for wandering, but more than likely, Eugene is confused by this
Hey
unfamiliar
HD, how
place.
are you?
He doesn't understand where he is and is searching for
How
help.
are you, honey?
This can be very distressing. You can help by comforting him with familiar things or by looking at family photographs together.
I'm thinking about
Encourage
taking
family
this
members to
out, this
visit often
piercing
during
out.
this transition time. If you have clicked both buttons on the main screen, click the forward arrow to
I'm
continue.
pretty, thank
If
you.
not, click the close button to complete the activity.
I appreciate you.
Off. Respond appropriately. Use what you know
This
about
is
each
so
person
boring.
when assessing their behavior to respond appropriately. The third step
Makes
is
me
important.
sleepy. I want to take a nap.
Click each button to read and respond to a case study. When you are finished, click the CARES tip. Situation. You are caring for Mr. Monroe in his home. One morning he starts to head out the front door, saying something about being late for a meeting with a client. How would you respond? Click each response below. This is one approach, and sometimes it works. Don't think of it as lying to Mr. Monroe. Rather, you are reacting to the world as he sees it. His meeting seems
Thank
very
you.
real
I
to him,
appreciate
and
it.
sometimes you need to respond to his reality.
You
Another way to
hungry?
connect with Mr. Monroe is by validating his
Tonight,
feelings.
what we eating
For
for
example,
dinner, me and my
you could say
man?
something like,
I'm going to
I can
do
see that this
steak,
meeting is
Brussels
very important
sprouts,
to you. Respond in
baked
a way that
potato.
makes sense
That's
to
what we
Mr.
going to have for
Monroe
dinner.
and keeps him calm as well as safe.
He doing the Brussels
Choose
sprouts
another
though.
option
Shit,
above.
he getting
When
lazy
you
because
have
I know how to
checked all
cook and
options,
he don't
click
be
the
wanting to
close button
help.
to
No,
continue
you
the
doing the
activity.
Brussels sprouts, buddy.
Situation. Barbara, or Babs, as she likes to be called,
Thank you.
heads
I
out
just
the
wanted
door
the
at
eyebrow
3 p.m.
piercing. I had this piercing in my early
You remind her that
20s
she can't leave by herself, that she can't
and
be
I
moving
wanted it
from one day to
again.
the next.
So
All you do
they
is check
re-pierced the
every
same
afternoon.
piercing.
How would you respond? Click each response below.
Oh, I wasn't listening to this. He said, okay.
This is a good idea. It fulfills her desire to walk.
Hi, I'm
Also,
good. How are
she's more
you?
likely to come back inside when it is time because you are doing the activity together. Choose another option above. When you've explored all options,
No, I'm
click
not.
the close button to continue.
That's funny how you said that. You said I ain't doing any of the tarot cards, Miss Cleo stuff, right? No, I'm not. But I do it. But no, I'm not doing that right now.
Situation. You learned more about Mr. Natsumi
I'm
from his
sleepy.
family and found out that he is a bird watcher. He even took several
I'm determined to
trips
finish
to
this
exotic
training, though.
countries just to see exotic birds. You have taken Mr. Natsumi outside to the secure patio several times so that he can watch the birds and get some exercise. This was the right thing to do. You found something that he enjoys and made it part of his day. However, you have a new concern. Mr. Natsumi now feels comfortable leaving his room.
All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I appreciated everybody that was in here. Everybody that subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you for subscribing. Everyone that participated in the live, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like all the content that's on my page. And I'll see you guys maybe later. Okay? Bye, babies.